First up, we got Jaden Daniels. Now I think he's amazing because he did have like the best rookie season ever, and there's not much else to say other than that. Now Jared Goff is also amazing because even though he does like a lot of checkdowns and stuff, he wins games, which is very important in a quarterback. Next up, we got Jalen Hurts, and I think he's good. I think he's like almost amazing. It's just like he's on the best team in the league, so it's pretty hard not to be good. Now Dak Prescott, I also think is good because he's had MVP caliber seasons before, but just he's been getting injured a lot, and he's on a pretty good team, so it's hard to put him too much higher. Jordan Love is also good because like he has some games where he does not look good like at all, and he has other games where he looks amazing. So like I feel like good is a pretty good spot to put him because he's in anything like crazy. Russell Wilson is average because he'll get the job done, but it's not like he's gonna take you to a Super Bowl or anything. Like he's just gonna be like a decent starter. Next up we got JJ McCarthy, and I personally think he's gonna be that good or amazing this year, but I just haven't seen him play yet, so I don't think I can put him that high. I think Sam Darnold's also average because he just had like the best season of his career, like really good stats, but he was on the Vikings offense, so it's pretty hard not to be good. Caleb Williams, I think is also average because like he didn't do much last year. Like he had a solid season. I think he does like better this year, but for now, I think average is a good spot for him. Brock Purdy is good, but he's anything crazy. Like he'll take you like to the playoffs almost every single year, but I don't think he's gonna ever like win a Super Bowl in his career. Kyler Murray, I think is below average because Marvin Harrison Jr. is a really good receiver, but he kept overthrowing him. So now everybody's hating on Marvin Harrison, and he didn't even do anything wrong. Matt Stafford is amazing because like I almost want to put him in elite, but I also don't know if I can put him with like the top quarterbacks. But he's really good because like he literally almost beat the Eagles this year, and the Eagles smacked the Chiefs and smacked the Commanders. Like it wasn't even close. They were like the only team to keep it close with the Eagles in the playoffs. Next up, we got Baker Mayfield, who's also amazing. Like I feel like he's pretty underrated because not that many people like know how good he is, but he was looking MVP caliber at the start of the season. But he started to fall off a little bit, but he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Tyler Shook, I don't know who's gonna be below average or average, but I'm gonna just put him at average because once again, I haven't seen him play yet. I don't know enough about him to make a decision about him. Same thing with Michael Penix. I just haven't seen like anything from him, and I can't really make like an educated opinion on him. Bryce Young, I feel like it's gonna be average this year. Like last year he had a horrible start, but this year I got a little bit more hope for him. I feel like he could be good. It's just he hasn't proven himself yet. Josh Allen is definitely elite, like no question. He just won the MVP, made it to the championship game. Like he's just incredible. Drake May, I think is good, cause in his rookie season, it wasn't horrible. His offense was horrible though, so I think he did a good job with what he had. Justin Fields, I think is below average because like he cannot throw. Like all he can do is run, and that's a pretty big problem if you're a quarterback. I think Tua's good as long as he's healthy, but he gets injured like a lot, so I can't really put him that high, but he's definitely had some really good seasons. Lamar Jackson is elite. Like he probably should have won the MVP last year, and he's already won two in his career, and he's like very consistently the best quarterback in the league. So he's definitely elite. Joe Burrow is also elite. I personally think he's the best quarterback in the league because I don't value running that much in a quarterback, but I know some people do more. But definitely a really good quarterback. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is definitely past his prime, but he's just like horrible. But like he isn't flashy. He doesn't win a ton of games. He isn't like a good leader. So I don't know what to think about him. Shedeur Sanders kind of has the same problem as Aaron Rodgers, where this isn't a good leader, to be honest. And he's kind of like cocky, and I don't really like that. So I'm gonna keep him below average because also I don't even think he's gonna play like at all this season. I think he could be good if he does, but it's gonna be hard for him. Next up, we got Patrick Mahomes, and I still think he's elite, even though he's had 2 seasons where he was not that good. I still think good quarterback, he wins games, and that's what's the most important. Bo Nix is good. He went 10-7, got the Broncos 7 more wins than the last year, and it just looks really good with him. So I feel like he's definitely a good quarterback. I think Geno Smith is also good, but he's not as good as Baker Mayfield or Matt Stafford. So I don't think I can put him any higher than good. Justin Herbert, I feel like it's right in between good and amazing. So I'm gonna just put him at the top of good because he doesn't have any accolades yet, other than Rookie of the Year. So he's not that flashy yet. I don't even think he's won a playoff game. So I wouldn't really put him any higher than good. Cam Ward, I think is gonna be good, but also I haven't seen anything from him, so I'm putting him at average. CJ Stroud is easily a top 10 quarterback in the league. Some people would maybe even argue top 7 or something, but I don't think I'm gonna put him in elite because he's still really young. It's kind of like in a Jaden Daniels type of situation where this isn't proven yet, and he hasn't had an incredible season quite yet. Trevor Lawrence, I feel like is average, cause people like to hate on him, but he really isn't that bad. I feel like he's decent, he's won a playoff game before, and his team hasn't been the greatest either, so he's a pretty decent quarterback. And Anthony Richardson is terrible. He's literally about to lose a quarterback battle to Daniel Jones. How does that even happen?